Good afternoon and welcome everyone to Fridays with Friends. My name is Edna Jafar. I am a staff attorney here at Coast to Coast Legal Aid for the H unit. Today, I do have the pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker, Ann Siegel. In fact, Ann, I will let you introduce yourself. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about you and your role as a legal director.
Well, good afternoon and thank you for having me. I'm Ann Siegel. I am the legal director at Disability Rights Florida. Disability Rights Florida is your state's protection and advocacy agency. We have offices located throughout the state, and we are a statewide protection and advocacy agency.
Thank you. And well, we are very eager and excited to hear more about the services you provide to the community. Would you please tell us really who's eligible for the services you provide?
Well, in order to be eligible for our services, you must be an individual with a disability and a disability that impacts one or more major life functions. So anyone with a disability can reach out. We provide direct services and also information and referral.
Got it, thank you. And are there any fees that clients may need to pay for the services?
No, we are absolutely free.
And your services cover what areas exactly?
So we have multiple teams at Disability Rights Florida, and one of our teams is our systems reform team, and that team obviously focuses on systemic issues, mainly in the areas of APD and Medicaid, and they do housing work also for individuals who are affected under the, violations under the Fair Housing Act. So that team covers a lot of our kind of Medicaid, fair hearing issues, and really they're looking at kind of systemic things that are affecting individuals with disabilities, sort of like in our state. I'm sure everyone's aware there's a lengthy wait list for Agency for Persons with Disability Services. So they focus in those areas. And then we have an investigations team, and in our investigations team focuses on people in facilities, whether they be mental health facilities or in the jail, and rights violations. They do a lot of investigating of potential abuse and neglect claims. And then we have our advocacy, education, and outreach team. And that team focuses on special education. So it's for children who have disabilities in public schools, who may be in whether they're preschool all the way through K-12. And then we also do advocacy for accommodations in the post-secondary education. Our agency also has the Client Assistance Program, and that program is geared towards assisting people who have issues with the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, Division of Blind Services, or issues with the Centers for Independent Living. We also do community integration cases and cases that affect individuals with equal access. So you may have architectural barriers, or an issue with effective communication, anything that kind of covers reasonable accommodations. We also do reasonable accommodations in the workplace in that team, and they focus also on barriers to employment. So we have an issue where we will look at Social Security overpayment. That may be a barrier to one retaining or gaining employment. And there's an advocate also on the team who focuses on some of the protected Medicaid or disabled adult child cases.
Thank you, Ann. Well, I'm sure that there should be people from the audience, friends and family, if anyone would like to reach out. Can you please tell us what are the best methods of contacting you or the office?
So everyone who is looking for services through our agency needs to go through our intake process. And we have two different ways that you could do that. One, reaching out on the telephone, and our number is 850-488-9071 or 800-342-0823. Or then they could go on to our website and do an online intake, and that's at www.disabilityrightsflorida.org.
Thank you, Anne. And in terms of the offices, how you guys run right now, are there anything that are affected by the ongoing COVID regulations if you have to meet with potential clients?
We're doing a lot of our meetings over video platforms such as Zoom or Microsoft Teams. We do a lot, because we're statewide, we do a lot of work over the telephone, but our offices are open now. We have an office in Tallahassee, an office in Gainesville, an office in Tampa, and in Fort Lauderdale. So we can see individuals in office, but if you're located in a part of the state where we don't have an office, we usually just meet over, like I said, one of the video platforms or telephone.
Got it. And usually if somebody reaches out on the website, what is a typical response time for anyone looking for your services?
It's usually about 3 to 4 days, business days, that they'll receive a response back, whether you call or whether you go online. Sometimes the onlines are a little quicker to get to because a lot of the information has already been gained by the online form. But roughly it takes about 3 to 4 days for us to have somebody from our intake team call, and they'll reach out, they'll get the information and do kind of an initial interview. And then if it's something that they believe falls within our agency's goals, priorities, and objectives, they then will send it on to a legal director on the team for review for possible direct representation.
Got it. Thank you. Also, Anne, is there anything else you would like to share with the public and our audience?
Well, currently we are in the process of gaining information. We're doing public forums around the state. We have one next week in Pensacola and in June in Jacksonville. And we will be later on in this month, we'll be at the Family Cafe in Orlando. And we're seeking to get information from the community so that we can better develop our 5-year strategic plan. And it's also time of year where we reach out and get information for our goals, priorities, and objectives. So we really want to hear from individuals in the community on how we could best serve their needs.
Well, thank you so much, Anne. We really thank you for taking the time to join us today, because this is very important to serving our community. And well, thank you everyone for joining today. Make sure you follow the social media page, Facebook. Well, happy Friday, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anne.